Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's read for you as well. Thank you. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay. Interesting. For some reason, the lyrics of "I think you're moving too fast" come to mind. What you're showing me here, Taurus, is there definitely is quite a bit of emotions here that are kind of stirred up. And I feel like whatever this is about, I kind of feel like it is between you and someone as a connection. I don't know if this is a friendship, if it's a love, partnership, what the dynamic truly is. But you're ultimately saying, I'm working through a lot of these emotions because I'm definitely trying to kind of like find my footing or with how things are moving forward between the two of us. I do see that there is this possible energy as well of possibly having to kind of work on oneself or make changes personally. This could be self-development of that sort, but it's definitely for the sake of kind of like trying to bring the two of you closer together with whatever this connection is. Ooh, goodness, it's almost like I'm hearing love songs all of a sudden. It's like either someone's playing love music, or I don't exactly know. I'm not gonna go too far into that message. But the lyric, another more lyrics are, I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. Goodness, it's like someone's listening to the radio. Yeah, there definitely is this overall energy of having to make, having to make changes upon changes, or even having to kind of like make sacrifices for the sake of the connection. But overall, there is this emphasis again about the connection in of itself. You're kind of giving me this energy, Taurus, of your. I don't want to be too jokey or playful with you quite yet, because you are showing me this energy of this is definitely serious. So I will kind of match that energy as well. At the same time, you also are kind of showing me that the changes and the sacrifices you're having to make for some sort of connection in and of itself, you're not too sure exactly truly where this will go, romantically speaking. You're saying you have to make a decision here regarding commitment and dedication between the two of you, but ultimately it kind of feels like even though you are having to kind of make these changes, which you are, you're still showing this emphasis on either one, you're having to kind of choose yourself, or two, you yourself are kind of like having to sit with and sit through your own decisions or your own decision making. It's kind of quite fascinating. It's kind of like you saying, like, did I really just choose to move forward with that decision, that choice? And then it's like you're kind of like kicking yourself in the butt later on, if you're following. It's either one, why did I do that? Or two, why am I with who I'm with? Yeah, and now I'm interesting. My face is beginning to itch. Maybe someone is self-soothing, and it's kind of like they're scratching their chin, scratching their facial hair, or just soothing, covering their eyes, covering their forehead, scratching their head, stimming. You're showing me that this energy of having to sit with your decisions and your choices, it's kind of like saying you make your bed, you lie in it. There's a huge emotional disappointment and burden here that you are kind of like trying to walk away from. I feel like that is the decisions and the choices that you've made moving forward. Even though you are showing me someone else is kind of like leaning in and saying like, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. They keep reemphasizing this message. Yeah, they're also kind of saying like, it's time to be done with it. It's time to be done with something. It's like something you kind of they're kind of showing me, yeah. And once again, here's that energy of agreeance, and I do understand. Do know who this is. They're saying it's time to let it go. Just drop it, let it be. What's that called? Let sleeping dogs lie. Because overall, with the closure of some sort of door or just completion of something, there's so much happiness and fulfillment on the other end of this door. It's like you just got to be done with it. You just got to be the one to close that door, Taurus. I like this because it's almost out of the woods energy. There's a shift here. It's like you are kind of stepping into the light in a sense. Okay, and now there's energy flying all over the place. Something about the light. I mean, I have questioned whether or not vampires are real, but vampires, werewolves. Oh my. Now we're talking about, what's that called? Mythical creatures. Like I said, Taurus. Starting to lean towards that playful energy. Yeah, there's definitely more communication here between the two of you. I feel like whatever this moment of breakthrough, realization, or answer is, the two of you are definitely talking about it. It's kind of an energy of like, you might want to slow down there. It's like, slow down there, Tiger. Because you're ultimately saying, actually what's fascinating about this energy is you're kind of like saying, no, not the light. You're kind of showing me like this, I don't know why, like a cloak or something. It's like you're wanting to kind of like stay hidden, like shadow games or something. Like I said, you're leaning towards energy of playfulness. You know, if that's the direction you want to take this, that's the direction you want to take this. I mean, the cards are going to come out how the cards are going to come out, so hold on tight. You're showing me that the two of you definitely are taking things slowly, but overall with this commitment or with this marriage, you're actually showing me that you are going through quite a bit of emotional disappointment and burden regarding it, and that you feel like things used to be better at one time. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to kind of balance or counterbalance something here emotionally. And now what's actually happening is there seems to be some, like I said, Taurus, I don't, you know, you take things that way, you take things that way. What you're showing me is there is some sort of connection here from your past that you do have strong emotions and feelings of new love for, which you are, in a sense, kind of trying to contain or control yourself about, because there also is lust and temptation attached to that, or possibly attached to them. You are showing me, though, that, well, you're definitely in uncharted waters. I feel like there's a bit of a juggle here. So what you're actually showing me is there is a relationship, commitment, or marriage in place, but there's also a bit of a connection here on this side as well. And that's where that message of the bird, I'll only fly away. How many birds am I going to count today? 2. Goodbye.